Hey guys, Jacob Howard here with FPV Unlocked, and today we're going to take out the DJI FPV drone and we're going to fly through all three modes as if this was your first time flying, so that you guys can get a good idea of how you can fly the different modes and what you need to know when you're flying them for the first time. So let's jump into it. Okay, so we got the drone down. I am in normal mode. I'm going to start recording and then I'm going to take off, and I'm going to be doing that by moving both these sticks in towards the inner bottom corner. I'm going to do that. I'm going to start the motors. Motors are started. Now to take off, I'm gonna lift up my throttle. And I've taken the drone off. So this is in normal mode. You can see I'm gonna push forward, and you can see the propellers are moving up and down. You can see the gimbal is compensating for anything I'm moving forward. See the propellers go to the bottom there? That means that if I'm tilting 25 degrees forward, which is what I was just doing, my gimbal is compensating by moving an extra 25 degrees up to compensate for it to keep the horizon level. You can also see if I roll to the right or the left, you can see it does not compensate for the roll. So in normal mode, this is going to be a good way to just kind of get a feel for how the horizon can be different. This is not going to be a traditional FPV feel. Like right now, if I lift up on the left stick, which is normally throttle, it's just gonna do ascend and descend. And if I let go of the sticks, it's gonna sit here in the same position. So there's nothing all that crazy that's different in this from like a Mavic or anything like that. But it starts to give you a little bit of a feel of how the camera feel is gonna be different. So now I'm gonna recenter my throttle. I'm gonna switch into sport mode. So sport mode just basically makes it to where I can go faster. This will give you a little bit more of a feel for how FPV feels like once you're flying, but it's still radically different than manual or acro mode. But if you put in some time on this sport mode, you're gonna see definitely a big difference in how you fly. Once again, take this easy and slow. Don't do anything crazy. Take your time getting comfortable with the different modes. So you can see once again that if I pitch forward, the propellers are moving. That's because my gimbal is moving as well. So it's compensating to keep everything horizontal. Okay, so I am in a free area right now. There's nobody below or around me. So I'm gonna switch into manual mode. And I've already enabled full manual mode. So it's gonna do immediate full manual mode. It's gonna release all restrictions to where I can fly however I want. So I'm gonna switch. It's gonna make me put my sticks in a specific position. Okay, and now I'm in manual mode. So you can see my gimbal is now locked. So if I point straight down, it's gonna point straight down. I can fly around here and I can get an actual acro/manual feel for this FPV drone. So this is when it really starts getting crazy. We're gonna have a separate video on really flying acro mode and some of my tips and tricks for that. But for now, this is kind of how it goes, guys. Make sure you spend tons of practice in normal and sports mode before you go into acro, as well as lots of time in the simulator before you move into the acro or manual mode for the first time. Also, it might be beneficial to only do some of the manual modes before you start unlocking all of them. So you might want to still have your attitude limit and stuff like that before you take off with acro for your first time. So yeah, that's how you fly your different modes and a few tips for that. Definitely check out the other videos on how to enable full acro as well as flying acro for the first time, and my tips and tricks for that. And if you guys have any questions, definitely let me know, and have fun flying.